All your young'uns are taken care of.
They are.
Yep.
Thank you.
What else needs to be fed? Anything?
Just gonna take his milk to the pigs sometime or another.
Wonder if they decided to come out yet.
Who knows? Well, I just got done. She's finishing her breakfast. I'm still getting about a gallon a day with her baby on her 24/7. That ain't too bad, is it?
That's not bad at all. She needs to let up.
Well, so I can have a break.
Yeah, so we can have a vacation or something.
Oh, it'll be here. From my experience in all the years past, one day I'll come down here and milk, and there won't be none. But it'll be soon enough. The baby will take it all. But the way it works, I know some people ain't familiar with sharing with the calf, is the calf drinks what it wants. It's with her all the time except for the 20 minutes she's up here. And I just kind of get the leftovers. And so he's getting plenty of milk. He's been getting plenty of milk since he was born. And I just get what's left because these cows produce more than what the baby needs because that's what they were bred to do. They're bred to produce lots of milk. My friend at JW Farms, that's part of her, what she does. She has these jerseys, and a couple other breeds too, mainly jerseys, and they produce enough milk to feed 3 and 4 calves.
Ain't that crazy?
At a time. Yep.
I think that's the wildest thing ever.
So, yep, it works out pretty good. I just share with the baby, but not all cows will do that. Now, Belle down there, I tried to do that with her, and she held on to every drop of milk she ever had and would not give it to me. Some cows, they do that. They won't. It don't work good, but Candy's a good cow. It works pretty good.
So, welcome back, y'all. Forgot that part.
Hey, y'all.
We just kind of come down here and went at it.
Good morning.
Oops. But anyways, what all you got planned you got to do today?
I really don't know, honestly. I don't know what the day holds.
I don't know what my day holds either. I got so much to do, I don't even know which direction I'm going in this morning.
That's kind of the way I am. So we'll see.
I think there's a possibility that some corn's going to get planted today. But even though, believe it or not, the land, I tore up a little bit of land yesterday evening and it worked surprisingly well. So I'm hoping to get that land fixed today and get some corn seed in the ground. Well, I'm sure y'all have seen it before, but this is my little John Deere 71 planter. Got it behind the Kubota. I have the seed hopper off of it right now. This is the plate I had in it. I used this plate to plant some purple hull peas. And that plate worked exceptionally well for those purple hull peas. That's actually a soybean plate. But anyways, I got to change the plate out. Plate goes right here. And I got to change that plate out and get my corn plate in there. And I got to determine which plate I'm going to use this time too. So we'll see which one works the best. So I got a whole slew of different plates that can be used for corn seed. So what we'll do, well, I'll show you what we'll do. Let me go get my corn seed. All right, here's my corn seed. I've had it in the freezer. This is my mixture that I've got, I think, Jimmy Red, Lancaster yellow corn, and Hickory King. I imagine that's where the white kernels come from. Your red kernels come from the Jimmy Red. These purple kernels are something that's developed by crossing the Jimmy Red and the Hickory King. And then obviously the yellow kernels have come from that Lancaster yellow corn that I mixed in with it. Anyways, it makes a beautiful ear if y'all remember from last fall. But what we have to do is take a kernel and see which one fits into one of those. Like this one right here might work. Let's see. Possibly. So that one's an option. This one don't look much different. That's an option too. This one, yeah, them's two different sizes. but they sure don't look like it. The holes look the same between them two. Anyways, those are two options. The corn that I plant is a bigger seed. Or this corn is a bigger seed. Looks like this is the one I used last year. That one fits in there good too. Oh, I know the difference between these two. This is a 16 hole and these are 24 holes. The 16 hole is the one I used because it gave me the spacing that I wanted. I do remember that now, so I guess I'll use this one again. And it is very important to have the correct plate because, especially in a planter like this, if you don't have the correct style plate or size plate, it may bust the kernel as it goes, or if the kernel don't fit into one of those holes, it won't pick up a kernel. So you'll have a miss spot. And the plate goes just like that. Before I put any corn into it, I'll show y'all how this works. See it spinning around down there? Each one of them holes picks up a seed, and there's a little plunger underneath this, and it pushes that seed down through a tube in these discs. These discs roll and split the ground and make the little furrow where the seed drops into. Then this wheel packs it all back. Something different I've done this year is put these discs on this planter because last year, boy, that disc right there is rough looking. Last year, I had a problem with it going too deep, and that will stop it because I have no other way of adjusting the depth of this planter. There's no gauge wheels on this toolbar or anything like that, and that's all I've got. Now there is an adjustment right here that lowers this tail wheel. That also helps adjust your depth, but you can also lengthen your top link bar and it'll somewhat twist that planter a little bit and give you some depth control too. But to get a consistent depth all across the field, I have found that I definitely needed those gauge wheels on those discs to keep it, especially where that planter flexes, to keep it from going deeper in some spots and too shallow in others. It can ride on those gauge wheels, and I've only used them planting those peas, but I can tell you that I've seen an amazing difference in the way those peas came up versus what I saw last year. So I'm going to say that it was all due to those gauge wheels on those discs. So this back tire right here is what drives the whole thing. There come one, there goes one, there goes one, there. That looked good. Looks like we are getting a couple that's dropping 2 on the smaller kernels. But in order for it to work with the big kernels, I guess that's something I'm just going to have to deal with. And that'll be okay. But right there's the kernels that just come through the planter. And the main thing is none of them is busted. So that's what we want. So the first corn that I plant today will be over here at my neighbor's, right where we have our cows at. There's a little bitty field right over there. I'm going to plant my corn mixture in that field this year. That'll be a good sized field. It'll be one of the biggest fields I've planted of just my corn. What I think I'm going to do next though is go ahead and unhook this planter and hook back up to the little cultivator that goes behind this tractor. I'm going to go up here and cultivate through my potatoes and my peas and go ahead and get that squared away.
Well, I'm headed out to Berry Hill / the pigs. They have still yet to make their way out into the woods. Pigs are smart. It takes them a while. They know there was an electric wire there. They're leery of going out and about. So last night we moved their water outside and I'm taking them some milk. See if I can encourage them to come on out. Actually, I'm gonna cut them some green stuff too. Forgot I was aiming to do that, and I walked right by and I was talking to y'all and just forgot what I was doing. I've been cutting my spinach. I'm gonna have to pull my beets before long too. Y'all look at these beets. I was looking at them yesterday. It's about time to make some beet pickles, I believe. Look at that. Boy, ain't they beautiful. Let's see what they look like under there. Yep, they're about the perfect size to my liking. Well, it might need to be on the list sooner than later. Now, we'll make our way down there. My spinach, it's just getting too hot on the spinach, and the lettuce is getting old, and even though I've honestly kept it picked very, very well, but it was bound to determine it was time to bolt, so I've been cutting it a little at a time. The pigs sure have enjoyed it. Here, piggies! Come on. Come on. Here, piggies. Come on, guys. There's nothing in there. There ain't nothing in there. See? Get on. Charlie. So as you can see, the only one still that wants to come outside is the runt. She has no fear. Which in turn, she is also a troublemaker. Yep, for the record, she is a troublemaker, but yeah, apparently they don't trust her opinion, because usually if one pig comes out, the rest of them will come, and they don't pay her no mind. Do they, Charlotte? Y'all crazy pigs.
Well, there's that. That sure does make me feel better. Is that not the prettiest 3 rows of purple hull peas you've ever seen? It's kind of hard to cultivate them right now because they're still so small, and well, it is just a little bit wet, so I'm throwing some clods. However, rolling cultivators would have worked better, but what I had on the tractor is what I had on the tractor, and I didn't want to change it out. It works good for throwing the dirt to these potatoes. I will at some point. We're getting close, but they just ain't quite big enough yet. But at some point, I'll put the disc on there and really heal them potatoes up and be done with them until it's time to get them up. But I'll give y'all a quick update on what I hope gets done before the next rain. Goal number 1, the strip down here at the bottom. I'm planting several rows of sorghum down there. So yes, we are still planting sorghum this year. And it's actually perfect time for us right now. Like, this is the time to plant it. So that's top priority, getting that planted. The strip right above it will be about 3 or 4 rows of Indian corn, just simply for decoration. Megan's been wanting to plant Indian corn for quite some time, and while our corn variety that we've kind of mixed up on our own is colorful and pretty, it's not like Indian corn. So we're going to plant a couple rows of Indian corn down there just for the fun. And then this may or may not get done before the next rain. I really don't know. This is lower on the priority list, but this section right here, definitely not all of it, but about 3 rows maybe, I'm going to plant some sweet corn because I have a ton of old sweet corn seed left that needs to be done something with, and it may not come up. But my grandma wants me to plant some sweet corn for her, and that's where it's going to go as long as I can keep the critters out of it. But anyways, hopefully before the next chance of rain, this is done. And then I got that little field over there where our cows are at. I'm wanting to get it planted in corn. That's next on my list today. That's probably top priority of all of it, is getting that field over there planted in corn. Then the sorghum, then the Indian corn, and then this sweet corn. It's just, I don't know if it'll all get done. And then honestly, definitely all of it's not going to be on this video. But anyways, that's the plan before the next rain chance.
Well, still no such luck. Such is life. We go through this every year. Some pigs are easier than others to get them to realize to come through that. So I guess it's a good thing that they respect the fence that much. Look at the bright side of things. But they'll be so much happier once they make their way to the woods. And Mama will be so much happier because it won't be stinking when I go out there so bad. But anyways, gotta run up to the house, do a few things, and then I'll get back to picking some strawberries.
So Jacob, this is the bottom, the little field over here next to where our cows are. Their cows are in that pasture right there. Jacob's running a tiller through it. I kind of thought it might be ready to plant today, but I tore it up last night, and it had some grass in it, a lot of grass. And just seeing what I'm seeing right now, the sun needs to cook on this for a day or so to hopefully kill off a little bit of that grass, because even after running the tiller over it, some of it's still there. So I want to let the sun cook this grass, and I'll probably till it again first thing in the morning, and then hopefully plant this tomorrow, which this is not a very big field, so it won't take long at all to plant.
So I still haven't made it to the strawberries, but me and Maggie are making our way over to the neighbor's place. I want to watch Jacob work a little bit, so we're just taking a stroll. We can cut through the woods and get over there, but I wanted to show you all this real quick. We have wild elderberries that come up all along the fence, and we usually leave them if they're not in the way. I mean, there's several. There's some in the edge of the woods up there. Look how full these flowers are, though. Ain't they beautiful? They are beautiful. And to put into perspective how big this thing is, y'all see? Can y'all see how big it is? A lot bigger than me. Thing's probably 7, 8 foot tall.
It's definitely some pretty dirt over here though. This will be the first time I ever planted this field. This is normally their garden spot, which is a really big garden spot, but this year they've, for certain reasons, they've chose not to plant a garden and told me we could plant it in whatever we wanted. Right there where Jacob's at right now is still pretty wet too, so it's not gonna hurt a thing for it to dry out before we plant it. You'll see what I'm talking about right here. See all that grass? Even though that's tilled up, that needs to lay there and die, or else it'll sprout right back.
Taking her a little dip as we cross over the creek. Does it feel good? Did it go down the wrong way? Get up the hill.
I did. I made it. I made it.
Got plenty of water down here now for y'all's tadpoles, don't they?
Yeah. Right here's where you saw the bullfrog. Now look at it. This thing was tiny when you saw the bullfrog, and now it's massive.
Uh-huh.
Second pass looks quite a bit better. Maybe we can plant it later this evening. I don't know. I think that second pass is going to really do it up right. Look who else just showed up.
Yep. Come to supervise.
Tiger come running up beside of me. I was like, where'd you come from?
Maggie said she was hot, so she's getting her feet wet.
Of course. Ain't that water cold?
A little wet right there. A little soft. It's so funny. Dogs love freshly plowed land or field land. I guess it's soft. Oh, he done just fine.
After that second pass, it looks much better. So I think that as long as I have time, I think this will get planted today. It looks much better after that second pass for the tiller. But next, we're going to run up and till the stuff that's up there on our land beside the potato patch and see how that works up, and hopefully get that planted today too. I don't know. Starting to run out of time. It's working up pretty good there too. So while he's over there doing that, I wanted to come show y'all how the flower patch is coming in. That buckwheat, it was up in just a matter of a couple of days. Looks like we got a sunflower there. That's a zinnia. And also there's a lot of grass, but that's the whole purpose of the buckwheat. It comes up so quick and grows so quick, it'll end up smothering a lot of that grass out. There's a Cosmo. There's a Cosmo. There's a Morning Glory. We didn't plant that. But they're coming up. They're coming up really good. Sunflower. It's mostly buckwheat you see out there. The other stuff ain't quite big enough. But that's how it works. That buckwheat comes up first and shades out the ground to really stop any weeds from coming. And then the others are there growing right behind the buckwheat. So by the time the buckwheat dies off, the others really take off. I believe he just got a rock stuck. Huh. I ain't never seen it do that before. Last pass. So I guess that right there worked up so good. I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff together and try to figure out how to plant this sorghum this evening. I do not have a plate that'll fit one of my planters for the tractor, so I'm thinking I'm gonna end up having to use my earthway. So yeah, that may not be fun, but that sorghum's such a small seed. I don't have a plate that'll work with either one of those tractor planters I have. So, I believe that's what we'll do next.
Made it back home. I'm walking back down to the pigs. I'm gonna cut them a little bit more spinach and greens and see if I can do a little more encouraging. I don't have much longer, and I'll be heading over to my friend's house with the micro dairy. I am currently milking for her while she is on vacation, so y'all be sure to be looking for that video as well. It's sure to be a fun one. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, I'm just so glad that I'm able to do it for her. But I think I'm gonna pick a few strawberries, maybe just enough to make a cobbler when I get home. When I have busy days like this, when I'm not going to be at home, but like Andy is going to be here, I've got like a whole chicken in the oven right now. And that whole chicken, the plan is I got one of the biggest ones that I had in the freezer. And that usually feeds us for 2 days, one of those big ones. So it's kind of really hands off. I've got some leftover sides from a few suppers back in the fridge. That'll be supper tonight, is the roasted chicken and the sides. Tomorrow night I'll turn it into something else, something easy, maybe some chicken quesadillas or something, I'm thinking, because while I'm milking, each evening's gonna be pretty late. So anyways, try to time management, right? That's what I preach all the time, time management. It's a learned skill, and I thank my nursing career for that learning of time management. All right, get out here and fight these pigs. Y'all just gotta make up your mind that you're gonna do it. Come on, look, come on, come on. Y'all gonna let Charlotte have it all? There you go, there you go. Come on, come on, guys. I know y'all ain't gonna let her have all of it. Come on. There you go. Somebody get brave. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't let her have it all. There you go. There you go. Good job. Look, you're okay. Come on. Somebody get brave. There you go. There you go. Very good. They'll be out here before the end of the day. Well, I never did get around to picking the strawberries. So now, off to milk cows. I'm really looking forward to it. It's good to have a little change every once in a while, break up the monotony. And this is going to be a nice little change, I think, for a few days.
So what I just did was lay off 8 rows, and that's where my sorghum is going to be planted. And I'm only planting 8 rows. Those are 8 fairly short rows, but that's all we need. We don't need a ton of sorghum. And if you don't know what sorghum is, it's what you grow it up. Some people call it cane or whatever, but you grow and then you press the stalk in a cane mill, and you take that juice that comes out of the stalk and boil it down, and it turns into molasses. So that's what this is for. We've only successfully grew it 1 year in the past. The past 2 years have not been very good at all with it, but it's because of weather. We had bad drought conditions when we planted it the past 2 years, and so well, take that back. Year before last was drought. Last year it was too wet. We were never able to get in the land and do it. So this year I'm hoping to have a decent crop here, and if it doesn't make anything, it just doesn't make anything. But one thing's for sure, it's not going to make anything if I don't plant. So anyways, I've got some seed over here, and I tinkered around with the earthway planter earlier, and I think I've got me a seed plate fixed up. That is the beets seed plate, but I've got every other hole taped off, so I think that's going to give me the right spacing. We'll see how it works.
Time to get planting.
That's right. So I've got two different varieties. I've got sugar drip and I've got Dale. I've never grew Dale, but I have grew this. This is what we grew before. I think I'm going to do 4 rows of each if there's enough seed there, and I'm pretty sure it is, as long as this doesn't end up putting too much. Let's see. This stuff don't need to be planted very deep at all, so we gotta adjust this sword up. So as long as that tape don't start peeling off, I think that's gonna work. We're gonna do the sugar drip first. We're going 4 rows of sugar drip first. All right, let's try it. Uh-oh, it helps if I follow the road. I think it's working. I see them going, but then right there, that hole acting like they got stopped up. I believe it's working.
Oh yeah, it kind of looked like they were falling out, but
They're dropping.
they're dropping as ones were falling.
There it is. Well, that took hardly no seed, which I expected it. You get them little seeds, they go a long ways. And the very first time we planted it, we had the coal planter behind my tractor, and it put way too many seeds out. We had like a whole 5-pound bag, and it didn't cover ground. It didn't cover no more ground than what's right there. And so we had to go back with the hoe once it was up and chop it off, chop it out and thin it out. But that's planted. I'm glad that's in the ground. Now I got to get this corn in the ground. So, Jacob, you ready to go over there and let's go see if we can plant some corn now?
Yeah, let's go.
At least get started on it. I think I'm gonna mix it all up. Is that not pretty?
It's beautiful. It kind of looks like Indian corn.
Yeah, it does favor Indian corn. So I have noticed many folks on the Facebook group saying that the crows pulled their corn up. And that's probably the most aggravating thing ever about planting corn. I remember from my childhood, there was this coating you put on corn that was purple. And it has since been outlawed. I don't remember the name of it or whatever, but you used to put that coating on corn and it would keep the crows from pulling it up. It either made the crows sick or killed them. One, I guess that's why they outlawed it, because it killed them. I guess that's what it did. I really don't know. But it's just one of them things I remember from my childhood. But now, there's this product called Avapale, which is all natural, made from some kind of plant extract, and it's really thick. Now the reason this ain't in a container is because I got this from Joey over at JT West YouTube channel. He gave me some of his. It doesn't take very much at all to coat your corn, and what this does is it puts a coating on that corn seed. It coats that corn seed. That's not pretty no more, is it?
It got really messy.
But with that coating on that corn seed, if a crow comes along and pulls up the kernel, because what'll happen is your corn will get about that tall, a crow comes along, pulls it up, and eats the seed off the end of it. And this Avapale supposedly makes the crows like sick on their stomach. That's about all I can tell you about it. It's made out of all natural products. It does not kill the birds or harm them in any way at all. But crows are extremely smart, and they remember if they ate this corn and it made them sick, they remember it making them sick, and they will not go back and do it again. And it has worked. I've used it now for the past 2 years, and it's worked great. And you might see a plant here and there that they pull up, but that's just them testing it out. After that, you don't see it no more. So if we can do it, I'll see if we can't put a link to Avapel's website in this video. But I am in no way, shape, or form associated with them. Like I said, Joey from JT West YouTube channel giving me that stuff, and it's been a saving grace. And you don't have to worry about it being poisonous to anything, because it's, like I said, 100% natural.
She's taking really tiny bites.
Nigga said she eats like that. Oh, she's upset.
No.
Well, you'll know tomorrow.
Yeah. 2. Bite.
Well, that field there is finished.
Looks good.
Does look good.
Yep. Looks like a professional did it.
I don't know about all that, but it's finished. It's planted. The seed is in the ground. I don't even know how many rows ended up being in here. I hadn't counted. But as far as I could tell, the planter and both the tractor done an excellent job. Time will tell, though. Finally, I got some corn in the ground.
Finally. At least now we're gonna. At least if it comes up, at least now we're gonna know we have some corn.
Yeah, at least we'll have some corn.
Yeah. If we don't get to planting everything else.
But anyways, just know that planting season is in full swing around here. Certain patches are still a little bit on the wet side, so we can't do. But the ones that are dry enough, we're going.
The good thing is, it's a good thing that it's wet.
Yeah, we ain't said that all year long.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that we're saying it's too wet. But anyways, I hope y'all have enjoyed today's video. I imagine tomorrow we're going to be planting even more stuff. Probably won't be on video though. But anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope y'all might have learned a little something. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good one. We still got one scared one.
Come on,
Can you drag it this way?
I'm scared to go and bite.
Mama,
Well, it might mistake me for another pig.
Golly, they act like they're starving.
They probably are. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Here, pigs. Look. Pigs.
Come on, piggies. Oh, they got scared.
Here, pigs.
Oh, they're starting to get scared again, ain't they? You did it, Megan.
we still got one more out there.
You finally, well, we still got one up yonder, but
It'll come out now.
it'll come out now that these are out here.
Patience.
You did it. How long did it take?
It took a few days.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Or weeks.
It took a few days.
They're finally out here in the new woods.
Don't